Listeners, remember that every challenge presents an opportunity for growth.
I always tell them if you don't have a budget, you have to depend on F, and H,
Mhm.
which is friends, family, and hope.
Small businesses in Canada, they contribute to about 43% of all exported goods and services.
See, market research and market data is the lifeblood of marketing.
Hi everyone, this is Maheen and welcome to the CanadianSME Small Business Podcast. Today, we're diving into the exciting realm of multicultural marketing and its transformative power of Canadian SMEs. Did you know that small businesses, they contribute to over 40% to Canada's GDP? That's an impact of courageous entrepreneurs who leap to start their ventures. I'm your host Maheen and we're in for an illuminating discussion on how businesses can harness the power of diversity to fuel growth. Speaking of growth, we have a true visionary in multicultural marketing, Fazal Siddiqi, the CEO of Opal Marketing Group, who has been helping brands connect with diverse ethnic consumers in Canada since 2010. From multicultural advertising to influencer marketing and innovative product sampling, Fazal's journey is a testament to the evolving marketing landscape in a diverse nation. With a motto of grow or die, Opal has driven client growth through holistic marketing solutions. So, join us as we explore the challenges facing SMEs in the marketing world, uncover the secrets of successful multicultural campaigns, and learn how data analytics and innovative strategies can propel small businesses forward. Because Fazal's expertise in brand strategy and his passion for helping SMEs and startups makes this episode that you don't want to miss. So, let's welcome our guest, Fazal. Fazal, welcome to the Canadian SME Small Business Podcast. How are you today?
I'm very good, thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Very pleased to have you with us. Now, Fazal, let's begin our discussion by understanding the power of multicultural marketing because Canada's cultural mosaic, is a unique strength that businesses can leverage for growth. Interestingly, by 2036, 36% of the Canadian population is projected to identify as members of the minority group, and this demographic shift presents an enormous opportunity for businesses that understand the power of multicultural marketing. Fazal, given your extensive experience in multicultural marketing, how can small businesses in Canada effectively tap into diverse ethnic markets to drive their growth?
Okay, for small businesses to tap into a diverse market, I believe first they have to understand the importance of multicultural marketing and its significance for Canadian marketplace. So before I answer your question, I'll briefly talk about multicultural marketing and then come back and answer your question directly. Multicultural marketing, the way I see it, is an approach which tailors marketing campaigns to diverse cultural, ethnic, and demographic groups.
Mm-hmm.
It realizes the significance or the value of diversity and cultural differences, and it adapts its communication likewise to engage with the target audience. And you would know, like you mentioned, 1 out of 3 or 36% of the population by 2030 or 2030s would be will be a visible minority. As of now, 1 out of 4 Canadians belong to any visible minority group. That's huge. That's about 10 million people, and it's
Right.
growing faster than the broader market.
Mm-hmm.
So, given this scenario, the small and medium-sized businesses can leverage this unique characteristic of Canadian market by considering the market nuances to begin with at the strategy level, at the planning level. They should adapt their product and services in a way that it resonates with their target audience. They should position their communication to engage and connect with the target audience, in this case, multicultural ethnic groups in Canada.
Right, right. And that's a very powerful message, Fazal. You've highlighted the incredible potential of multicultural marketing. Now, looking ahead, how do you see the landscape of this marketing evolving in the next few years, especially for small businesses?
So the multicultural marketing landscape is evolving for sure.
Mm-hmm.
There's no doubt about it. And I personally think it is a time, it's an opportunity for small and medium-sized enterprise to foray into multicultural market or market segments and grow from there.
Right.
Traditionally, big corporations like telecom, um, automobile, banks, grocery stores, they were the early entrants into multicultural marketing.
Mm-hmm.
They had the financial muscle to allocate required resources and reap first mover advantage.
Mm-hmm.
However, with the advent of AI, the ease of collecting factual data, and also the cost effective um, digital outreach had made it easier for small businesses to enter into multicultural and grow faster. So I believe moving forward, I would see more and more small businesses would foray into multicultural and benefit from their growth.
Amazing. Those are some invaluable insights, Fazal. And embracing Canada's rich cultural diversity isn't just the right thing to do, it's a smart business move that can unlock incredible growth. Listeners, are you a small business owner that is looking to expand your reach? Please remember Canada's diversity is your strength. By really understanding and respecting different cultural nuances, you can open doors to new markets and opportunities. So please stay tuned as we delve deeper into the effective marketing strategies for your business. And our next topic could kind of touch on navigating the marketing world, which can be super tricky, especially for our small businesses. And now we'd like to unravel some of the common challenges and explore effective solutions. Because marketing, it can be a real challenge for small businesses in Canada, specifically because of limited resources, evolving digital landscapes, and the need to stand out in such a crowded marketplace. Fazal, in your experience, what are the biggest challenges that you see small businesses face in the marketing industry today, and how can they overcome these obstacles?
The biggest challenge I believe that small businesses face is that they have to understand and consider marketing as an investment, not an expense.
Right.
If they have a product and they don't invest in it, how would they grow? How would they let people know that they have a product? So it's very important for them to take it as an investment, and then allocate required resources for it to leverage and help them grow. So this is my, I think, the one challenge. And I can, if I can talk about an anecdote, brief share with you, without naming much names. That few years ago, a client came to us, and they said they have opened up a big restaurant, 3-story restaurant on Lake Shore somewhere in Toronto, and they want us to create their branding and advertising. So we sat with them and we went through our questions, a list of questions to know about their business and what their objectives are, budget are. And we found out that they didn't have any budget for marketing. It's a small business, they are set up, and they told me they had allocated decent budget, but their shipment for some equipment from China delayed. So they bought that locally here, and they used that budget into marketing.
Wow.
And I was like, what should we do now? And I told them, I always tell them, if you don't have a budget, you have to depend on F, and H, which is friends, family, and hope.
Right.
and hope is not a strategy.
It is not.
Yeah. So I told them, just to cut a long story short, I told them what you can do. Just give them an idea to reach out to influencers on Instagram and see if they can come and, showcase and promote your restaurant, and you give them free lunch or dinner.
Right.
So they started doing that, and they got good initial traction first. They invited me for a lunch 2-3 months down when they were in the business, and I saw people lining up. So it was very nice. But later I found out they lost the traction with the influencer. They couldn't get too many who were living nearby who could take time out to just bring their family, eat, and then promote. And they couldn't carry the carrying cost. The business overhead was so high that they had to sell it at a loss.
Wow.
Just after completing like 1 year or 1.5 years. It's a sad story, but it's a lesson for businesses to, when they come up with a business, cover their all bases, basically.
And then the marketing world, I mean, it's full of challenges, but with the right guidance and with the right strategies, SMEs can overcome them and thrive. Listeners, remember that every challenge presents an opportunity for growth. So if you're facing hurdles in your marketing efforts, consider collaborating with experts or leveraging community resources. The right support can help turn obstacles into stepping stones towards success. Now let's switch gears and dive into a success story that'll have us itching to launch your next campaign, because success stories are incredibly powerful. They offer real-world proof that effective marketing can make a huge difference, especially for small businesses. And in Canada, where SMEs contribute significantly to the nation's GDP, those success stories, they hold even greater significance. Fazal, can you share a successful campaign that you're particularly proud of and what made it successful? Like, what were the lessons that small business owners can take away from this experience?
So I can share about a recent campaign. It was one of our client in education sector.
Mm-hmm.
They approached us and they said they wanted to open a chain of child daycare.
Okay.
And they wanted to go into specific niche. But like many startups, they had limited budget. It's a new business. So we wanted to, the challenge for us was to see how we can maximize and optimize the minimum budget they have to reach out maximum number of people.
Mm-hmm.
And one way is and how to avoid wastage. We wanted to see if we can put 95% of the media spend to benefit them.
Right.
Meta and Google, they don't care whether if they get a click, whether it's from their target audience that they have set there, it's from outside the target audience. Clients are charged for that amount. So what we did, we sat and with our creative department and we came up with a campaign in a lingo which could only resonate with the target audience.
Right.
So if on social media when we are advertising, and if somebody who's not within the target audience, they see it, they won't understand, they won't click. So we would save money. So the first thing we made in-language ads which can only resonate to the target audience. And then the second thing, the challenge was how to take it to the market, what channel of distribution we should do. So we did go to digital outreach through social media, but we also printed flyers and we went out every Friday after prayer congregation. We started distributing, ensuring that each of the flyer that goes out to the right person, right household. And it worked very well within the minimum budget. The campaign was scheduled to run for 3 months, but we achieved our targets within 2.5 months.
Wow.
We achieved the required number of inquiries that the client wanted to start at least 6 daycare center. The client is happy, we are happy. So that is our probably a recent story within Q4 to 2024.
That is such an inspiring example, Fazal. I mean, it really demonstrates the impact of a well-structured and well-executed marketing strategy. But how do you measure the success of your marketing campaigns, and what metrics should small businesses focus on?
Okay, so as they say, if you can't measure, the saying is, what you don't measure, you can't manage, something like that, right? So measurement is very important.
Right.
And we always measure the success of our marketing campaign against the campaign objective.
Right.
So it really depends what the campaign objective is. We structure our campaign likewise, so we deliver on those objectives. For example, the key performance indicators or our campaign metrics would be directly set to measure the performance and outcome of our initiatives. Whether it's if it's to increase brand awareness, for example, we would do pre and post campaign surveys to find out if there's an increase in brand awareness, if there is a requirement to get more reach and say reach and exposure, we would measure conversions. So it really depends what the objective is. The measurement has to be aligned with the objective.
That's good to know. And understanding what makes a campaign successful and how to measure that success is crucial for any business.
Absolutely.
Very, very well said. Stay with us. When we return, we'll dive into the world of data analytics and its game-changing potential for small business marketing. You won't want to miss Fazal's expert insights on leveraging data for growth.
Hey, you think you know UPS? Yeah, that's us. Everybody knows that. You know what you didn't know? This. Okay, try to keep up. Ocean, us. Ground, rail, air, so us. Guess who? Us. Customs cleared, borders cleared, done. Us. You still with me? Wait for it. Boom. Us. Intelligent, automated, fulfillment. Us. Yep, healthcare too. Digital your thing? Yeah, well, book it, ship it, track it. You feeling me yet? Yep, that's all us. That's all UPS. At IHG Hotels and Resorts, we're in the business of you.
We're here to help you plug in,
Connect and recharge.
make an impression,
and meet with confidence.
With 19 brands built for business,
your business gets even more rewarding.
With an award-winning loyalty program at 6,000 IHG hotels and resorts worldwide.
Welcome back, everyone. We're about to uncover how data can transform your marketing strategy from guesswork to precision, giving small businesses a competitive edge in today's digital marketplace. Fazal, now let's dive into the world of data analytics and its role in effective marketing, because in today's digital age, data is king. And a recent study to back that up revealed that small businesses in Canada, they contribute to about 43% of all exported goods and services, really highlighting their significant role in the international trade and to compete effectively both domestically and internationally. Now, SMEs need to leverage data analytics in their marketing strategies. Fazal, what role does data analytics play in your marketing strategies, and how can small businesses effectively use data to inform their marketing decisions?
Very good question. So, see, market research and market data is the lifeblood of marketing.
Right.
I believe market insights are the fodder for a robust brand strategy. However, the challenge is that market research has been very expensive, mostly afforded by big corporations.
Right.
So, small and medium-sized enterprises don't have that leverage or power to use market research as it should be used to get the insights about the consumer demographics, their likes, dislike, where to approach them. But here's the good news. Now I wouldn't say most, but many brands are getting wary of secondary research or claim data, which is done through surveys and market research. They are leaning towards factual data.
Right.
Factual data is gained through a regular interaction from any marketing outreach or initiative. When we go out and implement an initiative, there are so many touch points, thousands of touch points. It could be the sales, the if you start from digital sphere, it's like clicks, exposure, reach, likes, shares, repost. It could be sample served, sales lead. There's so many interaction, and if a campaign is set up in a way that the CRM captures that interactions and factual data at every point, you have so much to analyze and do trend analysis and know your market. So this gives a good chance for small and medium-sized enterprises to lean into marketing by building factual data collection system within their outreach.
No, Fazal, you're right. I mean, your insights on the data analytics, they're invaluable. And for SMEs, that a data-driven decision making is crucial, and it helps businesses understand operations and customer behaviors, identify trends, and improve strategic planning, leading to growth. Now let's move on to another crucial aspect of marketing, which is building a strong brand. Because brand building is a critical aspect of any business growth, especially for SMEs. And in Canada, about 98% of small businesses, they have fewer than 100 employees. And what this means is that it makes small businesses a dominant force in the entrepreneurial landscape. And this stat, it really underscores the importance of strong branding to stand out in a crowded market. Fazal, what advice would you give to small businesses that are looking to build their brand, and what do you consider to be the key elements of a strong brand strategy?
So any company which is looking to build a brand, they have to start with a strong, like you said, a strong strategy. A strong strategy in terms of how to differentiate their positioning, how to differentiate their product and services from other players or companies in the market, how to add value that other companies are not adding, and then ensure that there's a demand for that product or service. If you have a product which is very differentiated, but it's not doesn't have enough appetite and demand in the market, it doesn't work. It wouldn't cut it. So the product has to be differentiated. It has to add value. It has to have a demand, and the market has to be big enough for the company to scale. So if a brand takes care of these elements, I believe they would start on a good footing. So this is very important. to focus on, first of all, don't shortchange your marketing. Have your resources there. Once the resources are there, then start with a good brand strategy. One thing I notice among small businesses, when they come to us, they would come to us and say, we want to do digital advertising.
Right.
We want to do social media marketing. And digital advertising, social media marketing, in absence of a robust strategy, wouldn't lead to desired result. It would be all over the place. Once you have a brand alignment in terms of how to go about it, what caption to be used, what copy layout, then your advertising gives more synergistic outlook, and it adds to each other. Each ad, each touch point will build on previous one. So it's very important to go with a very thoughtful strategy. What you want to do, what is your calling, what do you want to convey to your consumers. Once you have done that, half of your work is done then.
Right. No, those are excellent points, Fazal. I mean, now considering the multicultural landscape of Canada, how can small businesses ensure that their brand resonates with diverse multicultural groups while maintaining a cohesive identity?
Again, very good question. This is a challenge. Then when a brand foray into a different market segment, they don't have the sort of a leeway to go too far away. They have to stick to their core.
Right.
And this could only be done again once they have the alignment. So the strategy doesn't change. The tactics could change. If they have a good strategy in place, they know whom to target, what their product offer, then they can adapt and see how they can address the needs and wants of different market segments. So if the alignment is correct, they would stay true to their calling.
Right.
Whether it's they're targeting South Asians, whether they're targeting Chinese, Blacks, Filipinos, Arabs, that could be an adaptation of original offering that should not go too far from the core. This way they can have a good alignment and still increase their reach to scale fast.
This is amazing. I mean, your insights on brand building and connecting with diverse audiences are incredibly invaluable.
Thank you.
And it's clear that a strong brand strategy is essential for the success in today's globalized market as well. Listeners, building a strong brand is not just for big corporations. As a small business owner, your brand is your promise to your customers. So it tells them what they can expect from your products and services and differentiates you from your competitors. So remember that consistency is key in brand building, and ensure your brand message is clear and consistent across all platforms, from your website to your social media. Stay tuned as we conclude our discussion with some forward-looking insights. Now, Fazal, as we've come to an end of our enlightening discussion, I have just one final question for you. Looking ahead, what do you see as the most significant opportunity for small businesses in the realm of marketing, and how can they prepare to seize it?
Oh, see, I am a very optimistic person. I think the time has come. This is the time for small businesses to grow. And why I say that? I say that because of the technological advancement.
Right.
Like I mentioned, the AI, the ease of getting factual data, the cost-effective means of reaching out consumers, and most importantly, the changing behavior of consumers.
Right.
The millennials and Gen Z, they incline towards local product. They favor products which consider they are environment friendly. So, and they are more socially adept. They trust peer views and their endorsement. So the whole overall, it lays out a ground reality for small businesses, which wasn't there before. The cost of reaching a target audience is higher generally for a bigger corporations. But by using AI, by using factual data, digital outreach, medium and small size businesses can also afford to not to expend go with higher ad spend, but still reach out to the target audience and connect to them and engage to them. If they can leverage this new technology, I think the next 5-10 years are the years of small and medium-sized enterprise.
That is amazing. Thank you so much, Fazal, for sharing your invaluable insights and your expertise with us today. Your passion for helping small businesses grow through innovative marketing strategies is truly inspiring. So again, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me here.
To our listeners, today's episode has been a masterclass in multicultural marketing and brand building for SMEs. We've explored the power of embracing diversity in marketing, navigated the challenges facing small businesses in the current landscape, and uncovered the crucial role of data analytics in driving growth. Key takeaways from our discussion include the importance of understanding and connecting with diverse ethnic markets, the need for data-driven decision-making, and the critical role of strong branding in standing out in a competitive market. A heartfelt thanks to our partners, RBC, UPS, IHG, and Google for their unwavering support. Your commitment to fostering entrepreneurship and innovation is truly commendable. For more resources, expert advice, and inspiring stories to help your business grow, visit CanadianSME.ca and subscribe to the podcast. Remember that growth is not just an option in business, it's a necessity. Until next time, this is Maheen signing off.